is the secret to striving as the business analyst in investment banking? Is it technical skills, tools, or certifications? While those are very important, I found that the success it's very often boils down to the small actions that actually drive big results over a long time. In this video, I will share with you my favorite habits that keep me organized, improve my problem solving, and also help me to become a better communicator. Whether you're new to the role or seasoned pro, I can assure you that those habits will help you to elevate your work. And if you're new here, I'm business analyst, I work in investment banking, and I'm also MBA and CQF qualified. The habit number one is continuous learning. As the business analyst, you're expected to be a subject matter expert on a variety of topics like tools, business processes, market trends. But in the reality, the industry where you're in is constantly changing. So to have habits as the continuous learning, it's very crucial. Talking about myself, I dedicate every day from 30 minutes to 1 hour, which will give me time to read articles, to research some new market trends, or maybe learn some new tools, which definitely will give me this competitive edge and put me up in my industry. One of my habits, I would call it as a learning journal. So for example, if I learn something today, I would make sure that I will document this and will try to apply in the work I'm in. For example, last year when I was doing my quantitative finance qualification, and in the same time I was also full-time employee in my bank. So during my studies I was learning one of the well-known language, which is Python. So the Python during my qualification was one of the main language that we had to apply in order to pass our exams. As you evolve in your career and you become more senior, one of the responsibilities of your career would be to interview people and to hire some new member to your team. When we were doing Python classes, I remember one of the modules that we learned, it was about machine learning. I decided to apply machine learning algorithms which would pick up the most suitable resume or CV to the job description. I would say also it was more for fun. It wasn't 100% something that I was fully relying on, but I wanted to see what the algorithm would pick up, how it would behave. So the point here, what I want to mention, that it's very important to apply the skills that you learn in your workplace. On the other hand, it's very important as your management will see you as one of the person that is standing out and always want to bring new ideas and new skills to the team, which will add a lot of value to the business or in the company which currently you're in. The second habit that I would like to talk here today is about asking the right questions. As the business analyst, my job revolves around asking questions that uncover needs, identify problem, or looking for some objectives. The habit asking the right question will save you a lot of time, eliminate the confusion, and definitely will lead to better outcomes. Before every meeting, I would spend around 10 minutes to write down the quick question. What I'm looking to get from that meeting, what is the purpose of the meeting. I think about the purpose of the discussion, and I want to also understand what exactly I'm trying to get from the meeting. I also very often use a 5-why rule framework in order to identify a problem and better understand what actually the root cause of it. So as an example, let's look for the settlement failure maybe in investment banking. So the problem is, as an equity trader, failed to settle on time. Why did the equity trader fail to settle in time? So the answer will be, the trade confirmation was not received from the counterparty. So we are looking to the second question. So why was the trade confirmation not received? Because the counterparty details were not updated in the settlement systems. So the third question will be, why were the counterparty details not updated? Because of the client onboarding process miscapturing the updated details. The question number 4 will be, why did the onboarding process miss the information? Because there was no quality check for updates in the system during onboarding. And the final question will be, why was there no quality check? Because the current onboarding policy doesn't mandate dual verification processes. So the root cause here is the lack of dual verification processes in the client onboarding workflow. This is just simple that I make up to show you how you can apply the 5I rules framework to identify the root cause of some problems. Let's move to habit 3, which is the good time management. With so many moving parts, documentation, analysis, meeting, time can get very quickly away from you. So the habit of managing your time effectively will be your game changer. I live by my calendar and I will make sure that every task, doesn't matter if it's small or big, it's actually booked in my calendar, because actually it will help me to dedicate the time and work on that and to bring the good results and outcomes to my team. Because it's very important for the business analysts, sometimes we can be overwhelmed with the management meeting, with the progress update meetings, with the meeting with stakeholders or development team. But it's so important to book a time for ourselves. For example, myself, every day in the morning, I try to book a focus time, as I call it. So I dedicate this time in the morning for clarifying maybe some requirements that I was given recently from the business, or maybe finishing some analysis, or maybe doing UAT testing and provide the results to my development team. So this time it's very important for me again to get a perfect understanding of the analysis, testing, requirement status before I jump into any meetings or the call with my development team or maybe business. Habits number 4 is about building a strong relationship. As the business analyst, you are the bridge between the business and also development team. Having a strong relationship, it will definitely help you to build the trust and improve collaborations. As the business analysts, we also find ourselves as the project managers, because we are the one who are managing requirements. So what is important here? I will make sure that I collaborate with my stakeholders, not just when maybe new requirements came up or if they have some question. Here I make the point that it's very important to regularly meet with your stakeholders. For example, if the project that I'm currently driving in and it brings a lot of value to the business, I will make sure I provide the updates regularly to the business. Maybe once a week or twice a week, depending on the scale of the project. I also invest the time to understand people's goals and pain points, because trust me, showing the empathy, it's often lead to building a good rapport with the people. Habit number 5 is about documenting everything. And in the fast-paced environment where me as the business analyst, it's very easy to lose the track of the details. And the habits of documenting everything, it will help me to make sure that I don't miss any details. From the tools, I will use OneNote. Maybe OneNote, it will be more, I would say, for my personal usage. But also I'm using Confluence, which is the system or platform which is very known in the banking industry. So the Confluence actually platform will allow me to document any information and share it easily with my development team. So I will make sure that I document the updates, the current status, any new requirements which I received recently from the development team. After each meeting, I will make sure that I document meeting minutes, which will include the main points that we have just discussed and next action, which will be very easy also for the team to understand and track the progress. So we just went through the 5 main habits will help me to build my career as the business analyst in investment banking. The habits, they might seem small, but indeed they have a power to shape your career in the different directions. Start with small habits and you will see how it can transform you in your work. So if you enjoyed this video, you might also like this one, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you very much for watching me, and see you in the next video.